angles and plane figures. In the figure below, PQRS is a rhombus, angle QST is a right angle, and TPQ is a straight line. Find the size of STQ. Now, since PQRS is a rhombus, QS bisects RQT. So QS is diagonal. Now, this means that PQS is also 55 degrees. Then STQ will be 180 minus 90 degrees minus 55 degrees, which gives STQ as 35 degrees. In the figure below, AB is parallel to DE. DE bisects angle BDG. Angle DCF is 60 degrees, and angle CFG is 110 degrees. Find angle CDF and angle ABD. Now, angle CFD is equals to 180 minus 110, which is equals to 70 degrees, because angles on a straight line are to 180 degrees. Therefore, angle CDF is equals to 180 minus 70 degrees minus 60 degrees, which becomes to 50 degrees. This is because the interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. Now, part B, we have been told to find the CDE. Angle CDE is 50 degrees divided by 2, which is equals to 25%. This is because we have been told line DE bisects angle CDF. Therefore, angle ABD, the one I've been told to calculate, is 25 degrees. This is because angle ABD is alternate to angle CDF. Find by calculation the sum of all interior angles in the figure A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I below. Now, the sum of all interior angles is given by the equation 180 degrees n minus 360 degrees. Now, n is the number of sides of an object. Like this object has 9 sides. If you count A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, those are 9 vertices, or if you go by A to B, B to C, it has 9 sides. So n is the size of an object. So 180 multiplied by 9 minus 360, we get that the total sum of all those angles, interior angles, is 1260 degrees. In the figure below, A, B, C, D, E is a regular pentagon, and M is a midpoint of AB. DM intersects EB at N. Find the size of BAE, angle BAE, and B angle BED, and C angle BNM. Now let's find the angle BAE. Angle BAE is equals to 180 degrees n minus 360 degrees divided by 5. This is because the angle BAE is one of the interior angles of a regular pentagon, and the interior angles of a regular pentagon add up to 180, are given by the formula 180 degrees n minus 360. But since there are 5, we expect all of them to be equal because it's a regular pentagon, so we divide by 5 to get the size of one angle. So the size of one angle BAE is 180. If you simplify that equation, it is 108 degrees. Sorry for the slip of the tongue. Now let's look at B. But B, we have been told to find the angle BED. Now we know line AB. Line AB is equal to line AE. Therefore, triangle ABE is an isosceles triangle. Now this means that angle AEB we can get it by taking 180 minus 108 degrees divided by 2 to get it. Now angle BED, we shall take 108 minus 36 degrees, and it is 72 degrees. Now what about angle B and M? We know angle BMD is equal to 90 degrees because line DM bisects AB at 90. Now angle B and M will be equal to 180 minus 180 minus the total of 360 plus 90, which is equals to 54 degrees. The interior angles of a hexagon are 2x, a half x, x plus 40, 110, 130, and 160. Find the value of the smallest angle. We know angles in the interior angle, the sum of interior angles of n polygon is given by 180 degrees n minus 360. So this polygon has 6 sides. It's a hexagon. So the total of interior angles is 720. So 720 is equivalent to all the angles we have been given: 2x, a half x, x plus 40, 110, 130, and 160. Now having that equation, solve for x. Simplify and solve for x. X is 80. And the smallest angle apparently there is half x. So half x is 40 degrees. So the smallest angle for that hexagon is 40 degrees. The size of interior angle of a regular polygon is 156. Find the number of sides of the polygon. Now we know the sum of all interior angles of a polygon is 180 degrees n minus 360. And if you want to get the size of just one interior angle, you divide that formula by the number of sides, which is n. So if you take 180 degrees n minus 360 degrees divided by n, you get the interior angle of the regular polygon as we have been given, 156 degrees. Now if you solve for n, you find that n is 15. So the polygon has 15 sides. The size of each interior angle of a regular polygon is 5 times the size of the exterior angle. Find the number of sides of the polygon. Now, what we know is that one interior angle plus one exterior angle, you should get 180 degrees because they lie on a straight line. Now, so let our exterior angle be x and our interior angle will be 5x. This is because we have been told that the interior angle of a regular polygon is 5 times the exterior. So if the exterior is x, automatically the interior becomes 5x to make it 5 times bigger than the exterior. Now, since we know if you add one interior angle plus one exterior angle, you get 180. So we have 5x plus x is equal to 180. So we solve for x and we get x is 30. Now the interior angle is 5x. What is it? So 5x, it will be 5 times 30, we get it to be 150 degrees. So one interior angle is equivalent to 150 degrees. Now, we have been told to find the size, the number size of the polygon. We know the sum of interior angles is 180 degrees n minus 360. Now, I said if we divide that formula by n, we get the size of one interior angle. Now we know the size of one interior angle is 150. So 150 will be equivalent to 180 degrees n minus 360 over n. Now if we solve for n, we find that n is 12. So the polygon has 12 sides. In the figure, ABCDE is a regular pentagon and ABF is an equilateral triangle. Find the size of ADE, AEF, and DAF. Now let's find ADE. To find ADE, we know that line AE is equal to DE. Therefore, triangle ADE is an isosceles triangle. Then ADE will be 180 degrees minus 108 divided by 2, which is 36 degrees. We know each side of a pentagon is 108 degrees. Now, if one side is given as 108 degrees and AD is an isosceles triangle, the remaining sides we just take 180 degrees minus 108 degrees divided by 2. So AD being one of those remaining angles, it is 36 degrees. Now let's find angle ABF. Angle AEF. Angle AEF. Now we know triangle ABF is an equilateral triangle as given. Now therefore angle BAF is 60 degrees. Now then EAF will be 180 108 degrees minus 60, which is equals to 48 degrees. Since line AB is equals to AF is equals to BF is equals to AE, triangle AEF is an isosceles triangle. Therefore, angle AEF is equals to 180 degrees minus 48 degrees divided by 2, which is equals to 66 degrees. Now let's find the last angle DAF. Now angle AFE is 66 degrees. Since triangle AEF is an isosceles triangle. Now angle DAE will be equal to 36 degrees since triangle ADE is an isosceles triangle. Then angle DAF is equals to angle EAF less angle DAE, which is equal to 48 degrees minus 36 degrees, which is 12 degrees. The size of an interior angle of a regular polygon is 3x degrees, while its exterior angle is x minus 20 degrees. Find the number of sides of the polygon. Now we know if you add one interior angle plus its exterior angle, the total should always be 180. Now we have been given the interior as 3x and the exterior as x minus 20. Add the two, you should get 180. So solve for x, you get that x is 50. Now we know that the exterior angle is 3x. So 3x times 50, so one exterior angle is 150 degrees. Now, we also know that the sum of interior angles divided by the size of, divided by the number of sides of that polygon is equals to the size of the exterior of the interior angle. So 180 degrees n minus 360 degrees n. Sorry for that mix-up. 180 degrees n minus 360 degrees divided by n, we should get 150 degrees, which is the size of one interior angle. Now solve for n, we get that n is 12, which means the polygon has 12 sides. The size of an interior angle of a regular polygon is 6.5 times that of its exterior angle. Determine the number of sides of the polygon. Now if you add one interior angle plus its exterior angle, we should get 180. Now we have, let's assume that the interior angle is 6.5 x, then automatically its exterior angle will be x. So 6.5 x plus x is equals to 180. Solve for x, x is 24. Now multiply x by 6.5, you find that the interior angle is equal to 156 degrees. Now we know that if you take the sum of all interior angles divided by the number of sides, you get the size of one interior angle. Now this means that 156 degrees is equals to 180 degrees n minus 360 divided by n. Now solve for n, you get that n is equivalent to 15. This means the polygon has 15 sides. The sum of interior angles of a regular polygon is 1800 degrees. Find the size of each exterior angle. Now the sum of interior angle of any polygon is 180 degrees n minus 360. Now having been given the sum, we equate the sum to the formula 1800 degrees is equals to 180 degrees n minus 360, and then we solve for n, we get that n is 12. Now if we divided the sum of the interior angles by the number of sides, we get this one side of that polygon. So taking 1800 degrees divided by the number of sides 12, we get that one interior angle of that polygon is 150 degrees. Now we know if you take one interior angle plus one exterior angle, you get 180. So we have 150 as the interior angle plus an exterior angle. We don't know. We get 180. So solve for the exterior angle. We find that the exterior angle is 30 degrees. The sum of interior angles of an octagon are 2x, a half x, x plus 40, 110, 135, 160, 2x plus 100, and 185 degrees. Find the value of x. Now we quote the formula. The sum of all interior angles is 180 degrees n minus 360. Now 180 degrees n minus 360, when we know the value of n is 8, because that's an octagon, the polygon is an octagon, we find that the total sum of the interior angle is 1080 degrees. Now 1080 degrees is equivalent to 2x plus a half x plus 40 plus 110 plus 135 plus 160 plus 2x plus n plus 185. Now solve for x. We found that the value of x is 80 degrees. Given that the exterior angles of a regular hexagon is x, find the size of each interior angle of the hexagon. We know that the interior angle is equivalent to 180 minus the exterior angle. So the exterior angle you have been given is x. So 180 minus x is equals to 180 minus 60, which is equals to 120. So the size of the interior angle of a hexagon is 120. The sum of interior angles of a regular polygon is 1260 degrees. Find the size of each exterior angle of the polygon. Now we know that 1260 is equivalent to the formula 180 degrees n minus 360. Now solve for n. We find that n is 9. So the polygon has 9 sides. Now 9 sides divided by the total, because it's a regular polygon, divided by the total sum of the angles, you get is 140. So one of its interior angle is 140. Now the exterior, you subtract the interior from 180. So 180 degrees minus 140, you get 4 degrees. So the exterior angle, one exterior angle of that polygon is 40 degrees. The sum of interior angles of a regular polygon is 1260 degrees. Find the size of each exterior angle of the polygon. Now we know that 1260 is equivalent to the formula 180 degrees n minus 360. Now solve for n. We find that n is 9. So the polygon has 9 sides. Now 9 sides divided by the total, because it's a regular polygon, divided by the total sum of the angles, you get is 140. So one of its interior angle is 140. Now the exterior, you subtract the interior from 180. So 180 degrees minus 140, you get 4 degrees. So the exterior angle, one exterior angle of that polygon is 40 degrees. The size of two interior angles of an irregular polygon each measures 90 degrees. All the other remaining interior angles measure 150 degrees. Determine the number of sides of the polygon. Now we know the sum of all exterior angles of a polygon is 360. Now 360 is equals to 90 times 2 plus 30 degrees times n. Because at least we have been given two angles. What I mean is that we have been given two angles are 90. Now, if the interior is 90, the exterior automatically becomes 90. So we have 290 of the exterior. Now we go to the others. We have been told that the remaining are 150. So if the interior is 150, to add up to 180, the exterior will be 30 degrees. So the remaining, we don't know the number. So it is 30 degrees times n. Now we solve for n. We find that n is equals to 6. Now, since we already had two angles, we know that is 90 times 2. We add up, we add those two to the value of n, 6, or the value of the other number of angles. So we find that the polygon has 8 sides. The sum of interior angles of a regular polygon is 24 times the size of the exterior angle. Find the number of sides of the polygon. Name the polygon. Now here we shall relate the formula that the total sum of all the interior angles of a polygon is 180 degrees n minus 360. But we have been told that this is 24 times one side of the exterior angle. So one side of the exterior angle will be 360 divided by n. But since they are 24 multiplied by 24, and then having that equation we solve for n, we find that n is either negative 6 or 8. But since the size of a polygon cannot be negative, so the answer is 8. The polygon therefore has 8 sides, and an 8-sided polygon is an octagon. It's called an octagon.